Hey everyone, hello, and welcome to this new Instagram live on decision making with ease. I'm actually so at ease right now. I just came from my acupuncture and I'm so relaxed, so I really have to put my focus now into this life, into the decision making process, into sharing with you my insights that I gained from the past experiences and from my work, from my coaching work, from my work with positive intelligence, all around the topic of decision making, because it's such a huge part of our life. We have to make decisions every single day from the moment that we get up till late at night. It and can be so exhausting. It can really drain our energy if we are not able to make our decisions with a little bit more ease. And by ease, I mean actually with a little bit more awareness and clarity of what is going on. And that's actually the main reason why we feel so drained and why it's so complicated for us often to come up with a decision fast and without torturing ourselves. And most importantly, with a decision where we have the feeling, yeah, actually, I think that was a good decision, and not a decision where 2 minutes afterwards we think already, oh my God, did I do? Was it really the right decision? Should I maybe go back and redo it or whatever it is? So the doubt creeps in again. And what I received also from your answers in my poll was 75% of you said the main reason why it's so complicated to make a decision is mostly around emotions. The negative emotions around fear, doubt, uncertainty. So the things that are not quite tangible. And just 25% said, no, it's actually really all those administrative, legal stuff, why I don't take certain decision. And that's already also an important insight for us to understand where exactly are our obstacles. Are the obstacles in our real life, in our real world around us? Is it really something that has to do with legal issue, with real life obstacle, things that we have to organize? Or are the reasons that make it so difficult to make a decision are less tangible, as something around our emotional realm? Something that is really not easy for us to grasp and pinpoint and say, no, it's exactly fear. No, it's doubt, whatever it is. So the starting point of making decisions a little bit easier is first to sit down and be honest with yourself and ask yourself, well, are these real life obstacles? So are these facts that I have to tackle or that I have to explore or where I have to gather more information? Or is it around my emotions? And the emotional realm, that's a really interesting realm when it comes to decisions. And I will explain this a little bit deeper later on. But first, let's go to the real life obstacles. So it's easy to say, well, then it's easy. If it's just, administrative, legal obstacle, whatever, just tackle it. Would be nice. But still, also there, we have this subconscious level that is posing us certain obstacles. And even if we know that we have to address those real life obstacles when it comes, let's say, to a new business project, then very often, certain patterns, certain behavior patterns, certain thought patterns kick in, which In positive intelligence, we call our mental saboteurs. And every one of us has their own individual blueprint of patterns. So the way you self-sabotage most often. And this determines also in a great way why you're not tackling those real life obstacles. So for instance, there are certain people which have a saboteur pattern of an avoider. And this means that those people, they are very motivated around activities, projects, which are pleasant. And when a project starts to get difficult, there are also some annoying tasks, then people with a predominant avoider pattern, they do everything to simply avoid taking the next steps. Whereas other people, for instance, who have a pattern of a hyperachiever, they would also tackle all those tasks where they know that it brings them a certain acknowledgement, but in the end, they're not so happy with it sometimes, because in the end, it wasn't the decision that they truly wanted to take, and it wasn't the project that they truly wanted to take for themselves. It was just the underlying pattern that pushed them into a direction. And depending on the pattern, it can be the direction of do it or don't do it. But either way, if it's a saboteur pattern pushing or pulling you back, you won't be as satisfied with the result as you would be if it's a decision really taken with full awareness of what you want and really without paying attention to your mental saboteurs. So even though we think it's quite obvious why we don't take the next steps forward, why we don't move forward with our job project, why we don't move forward with our next personal project, and we think it's so obvious, this external life factors, it still can be internal reasons. And I would guess that it's most of the time those internal self-sabotaging patterns which either hold you back from taking the next step, or which make you do decisions, make you take decisions which are in the end not really aligned with yourself. And those are decisions where really quickly afterwards you regret them, or you say, I'm not sure, I'm starting to doubt again. So if it's real life obstacles and you get the sensation, the feeling that it's not about the external factors, it's more about what's holding you back from the inside, then there's no way around, unfortunately, in working and discovering a little bit deeper with your self-sabotaging patterns. Otherwise, decision won't come with an ease and won't feel easy, won't feel aligned, and won't feel in a way that, even if you're not controlling every outcome, but it was absolutely the right decision to make. And the same goes for all that surrounds our emotional realm. So fear, doubt, insecurity, and everything that comes to this negative emotional realm that is involved in decision making, there, I bet with you 100%, your own sabotaging patterns have a big prominent role in it. And here it's exactly the same. And just to give you an example from my life that occurred just a couple of days ago. So especially in my work life, I have a pattern of being an avoider or having an avoider pattern, which means that I'm really good with new projects, I'm really motivated, but when it comes to the nitty-gritty, it's like, I don't know, maybe it's not the right thing. And I get it now. I understand now very clearly that in 99% of the cases, it's not really a doubt around the project. It's just my pattern, my sabotaging pattern. And I know that if I follow this pattern and if I avoid those things, in the end, I suffer. In the end, I regret. I regret the decision of not doing those things. And so I had the opportunity to come as a guest speaker on a big podcast. No, I mean, I was the one who was going afterwards and wanting to be invited as a guest speaker on a big podcast. And once I got the response, and a very positive response, that they wanted to invite me and they're happy to have me as a guest, but I need to fill out a certain application form. And I was so excited about this podcast. And when I saw the application form, it was really like a job application. I was like, I don't know. Maybe this podcast is not the right thing. Maybe it's not my audience. I don't know. I found 1,000 excuses right in an instant. And then I realized, hey, Yvonne, here he is again. Your avoider pattern. You were so enthusiastic about this project. And now what has happened, just because there is one small part of it that is something that you don't like to do, is like filling out those forms and, you know, pasting in your biography and your CV and all those things. Just because there's one small unpleasant part, don't take this away from you. And just simply knowing about my saboteur patterns is making it so much easier when I have to decide for a project, to go for a project, to go maybe for a new corporate partnership, to understand, is it really what I want? And if I have doubts around it, are these real doubts? Are these valid doubts? Or are they just created by my own saboteur patterns? And this is what I want to share with you. So no matter if you think it's so hard to make decisions because there are external factors against you, or if you think it's so hard to take decisions or to make decisions because there's so much fear involved or doubt involved or uncertainty, go to the root cause. Don't make it just about the decision, because in the end it's mostly never about the decision. Go one level deeper and have a look at your mental saboteur. And if you're not yet familiar with the work in positive intelligence, so I have this wonderful book here. I really urge you to get this book, or to just get into the trainings of positive intelligence. So I really have the enormous pleasure and the honor to train with Shirzad Shermain, the founder of Positive Intelligence, to become a positive intelligence coach. And I partner with Positive Intelligence, so we offer together courses if you want to dive deeper into this really powerful tool of understanding your individual patterns. But if you say, well, that's a little bit too much in the beginning, then just get the book. It's translated in 20 languages. It's really amazing. It's a really great read. And it will help you to understand why you might struggle so much in gaining clarity around certain decisions that are important to you. Of course, it's not only about making decisions, but that's already one key area where I gained so much through this knowledge. I gained so much energy and I gained so much confidence because I saw the situations clearer for myself. And this is what helps you to move away from this feeling of feeling drained or overwhelmed or wanting to redecide every second day over and over again. So with this, I hope I gave you some food for thoughts around your own decision-making process, and if there may be some mental saboteurs involved in your special case. And I hope you get curious to have a look at this amazing training, have a look at the book, or just the saboteur assessment, which by the way is free. I have a link on my website, so you can go through my website and just check which are your individual patterns. And already by seeing this, it will help you to understand certain situations better. And I guess with this, also you will see that immediately in your decision, if there is a decision right now that you want to take, I am sure that it will help you to see the situation a little bit clearer, to see if it's real valid concerns or things that you have to address or explore deeper or more information to get, or if there may be your individual mental saboteurs at work and preventing you from more peace of mind. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful, and I hope the next decisions come with more ease and with more joy into your life. And for sure I will ask in the next poll what other topics you're interested in talking about, because I really enjoyed to have your input. So till then, have a wonderful time, and I see you soon. Bye.